Hey guys, I'm Nick, aka the one and only Nick's Games. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can set up Moobot and get it active and working in your live stream. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. First off, you want to go to twitch.moobot.tv or the first link in the description down below. Go down there, click that, takes you here where you want to connect with Twitch. And that's going to connect Moobot with your Twitch account. As you can see, I'm using a separate account here, the NickBot, to like basically do this tutorial because it's already set up on my main twitch.tv/NicksGames Twitch account. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and authorize it on this account. It'll do some things and like work with the Twitch API and launch you in. And as you can see, there's already a welcome thing here for you. Like, it basically kind of walks you through everything yourself. However, because we are doing this video, I'm going to skip this, right? It's not something I personally am going to do here because this is what this tutorial is designed to do. It would kind of be stupid if I just walked you through this guided tutorial. We don't care about the guided tutorial. All right, so few things you need to understand about Moobot. It uses this, a point system, which as you can see, you do have to buy points, right? Points go a long way though. For example, I bought the $25 points, which allow me to get like 30 or 40 commands on my live stream. That's what personally I use Moobot for primarily before anything else is that. In addition to that, I also use it for spam filtering. So let's start with spam filtering and we're kind of work our way down through every single tier here because I want you guys to know. First and foremost though, we want to make sure Moobot has joined our chat room. To do that, just click joined. Boom, already joined your chat room. Awesome. Now, we also need to mod Moobot. To do that, this is your twitch.tv chat right here, right? So, this is your channel's Twitch chat. As you can see, if I type here, like Twitch, it'll say the NickBot. That's me, as far as this goes. So, we're going to do /mod Moobot. Just like that. Boom. That will now add Moobot as a moderator. That means they can time people out. They can, do stuff like that if they want to. And all of that, which is great because that's what we want it to be able to do spam filtering. So let's go ahead and open up the spam filter settings. Click there, spam filter settings. Now, tons and tons of stuff is here, and luckily, it basically explains everything all in itself, right? So it explains the excessive use of caps, which means too much caps in a message. You want to time people out because it looks like spam. Cool, that works. Banned words, Twitch profanity filter, basically. In the Twitch settings, there's a profanity filter that is found right here, as you can see right there. Do you want to time out words associated with that? Yes or no? In my case, yes. Excessive use of emotes. What if someone uses a ton of emotes? If they come into Twitch and they just like spam in your Twitch channel, like right out here, if they were just like to come in here and just type Kappa a bunch, like Kappa, C, bam, 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 bam. Like tons of Kappa, much Kappa. Would you want that timed out? In my case, yes, I do want that timed out. So I'm going to do that. Now, I do want to say you can't go into settings on each and every one of these and make a message. For example, for excessive use of caps, you could do like, whoa, that's way too many caps. Calm it down, right? Calm it down. Let's just talk. Let's just have a normal conversation. Let's just have a normal conversation. There you go, right? So now, if someone comes into your chat and spams capital letters, that'll come up. Whoa, that's way too many caps. Calm it down. Let's just have a normal conversation. I will demonstrate some of this stuff, by the way, on my own Twitch channel here in a moment. But nevertheless, there's that. It also can go in here and change, like, how long the timeout is. For example, 10 seconds. And, like, a warning is 10 seconds. A timeout, if it's repeated over and over and over and over again, that will time you out for 600 seconds. You can also include both regulars to your chat, which we'll talk about regulars here in a second, and subscribers, which are people that subscribe to your channel if you are partnered. Nevertheless, there's also advanced settings. Don't really need to worry about this much, but you can change how many capitalized characters there need to be, as well as the percentage of caps allowed in a message, which is up to 60%. So nevertheless, let's go ahead and save that. That's fine. You can go down through here and read all of these yourself. I'm honestly not going to go down through and do them all. What I would recommend doing is probably this one, right? So excessive use of caps, excessive use of emotes, links. That's a very important one, and you can whitelist links by clicking right here and adding in whitelist. Nevertheless, so you want to do those. You also probably want to do Twitch memes, just general spamming, and then excessive use of symbols. Long messages is up to you. I personally have that turned off. Later on in my Twitch career, I'll probably end up having to turn it on because as you get more people on your channel, the more long messages you get, and it's hard to read them all, so you want to stop those from happening. And you can actually go into settings here, as you can see, and do some like advanced stuff, like how many characters you actually do allow. But nevertheless, there is that, and that's what I would recommend for spamming filters. Banned words and fake purges, that's up to you, right? That is completely up to you, and just do what you want, and you can actually read through each and every one of these if you want to do any of these. For example, you might want Twitch memes in your chat. Don't know why, but you might, and you can turn that off if you want to. Nevertheless, once you've done that, you're good to go. That's now all active, by the way. It's instant. As soon as you, for example, turn off this, it immediately turns it off over here, and it will no longer do it in your chat. All right. Let's go on down to Blacklist Phrases. These are phrases you don't want said in your chat. For example, like popular 4chan thing, and I get hit with 4chan stuff a lot, is shoe, right? Put a shoe on your head. So guess what? You can't say shoe in my chat. As a matter of fact, if we were to go right now to twitch.tv/NixGames, look what happens, right? Go to twitch.tv/NixGames, and we type in my chat over here the word shoe, right? Come on, get through the loading and everything. Load the chat, load the chat. We don't have time for this. All right, there we go. Shoe. Timed out. Can't say shoe in my chat. You just can't, right? It is not, no, you just can't. It's not, you can't do that. So, that is one of the things that I have timed out. Also, people like to come in because I'm overweight. A bigger dude that likes to come in and say fat in my chat. Bam. And I'm banned now for 268 seconds in that chat by typing those two things. Really takes care of the trolls very, very quickly using blacklist words. And the same thing can be done here. As you can see, you can only have 9 of these until you need to unlock more. That's where those contribute point systems we talked about earlier come in. You can unlock more using your points. Everyone starts out with 500 at least. Nevertheless, now that that's done, we can go ahead and move on down to general settings. What this is basically what the generic message, if you want to use a generic message for timing someone out, is right here. I don't recommend it. People like to know where they're timed out. That's why I use one for each individual kind of timeout. However, except if it's a blacklist word timeout. However, you know, that's just something best that you can do. Display spam filter announcement messages, and that means like if someone's spamming, it'll announce it and stuff like that. And then permit command. Basically, this allows you to someone to get around your bot, for example, right? So if someone does this, they can get around your bot for 200 seconds or however long you do it. I think it's by default 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. So there's that, and there's just some more information for you. Moobot really does a good job at explaining itself, so don't be afraid to read. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and move on to the bread and butter of Moobot in my community, and that is commands. Now, what topic is, right? What topic is means if you exclamation point topic in the chat, right? So if you type exclamation point topic, it will now relay Moobot the topic. There you go, right? So as you can see, I don't have a topic set, so it doesn't know what to do. However, that is what it would do there. I don't have that command because I don't think it's needed. It's kind of pointless in my opinion. However, some people do. Honestly, I would recommend deleting it because you only have maximum 8 commands with Moobot unless you unlock more for more points. So if we go ahead and unlock one and then unlock another, that gives us 10 points. Nevertheless, what do we want to type in here? Let's say we want to go ahead and set up a command for, I don't know, computer specs. So we'll just name that specs, right? Because that's a very important one. So exclamation point specs, that's our command. Create. Now, what the text of this, Nix specs can be found here, and then we'll just do like youtube.com/NixGames because why not? So there you go. That's where that can be found, and you want to display this as a text, right? So that's going to be displayed as text. It makes sense. And then you want to repeat it. In this case, we don't want to. But what if we do want to repeat a command? Let's say we want to remind people to follow us on Twitter. So we could do exclamation point social reminder, right? So there's that. We want to create this command. We want this to be for only moderators. That means only people who are moderators in our chat can run the command. So we want to click that. We also want to go ahead and make this Nix Twitter is at NixGames. Go give him a follow. Exclamation point. Now, you want to keep in mind here, if you're noticing, I'm talking in third person, even though it's me. Why am I doing that? Because this is a bot talking. This isn't me responding. This is a bot responding, right? So it's not me. It's not Nick's Games. It's the Nick bot. It's Moobot responding. So that's what it is there. Let's go ahead and repeat this command. Okay. We want to repeat it every 10 minutes. And we want to make sure there are 50 lines of chat in between each repeat, right? So if you have a smaller channel, it might not do it because you're not getting 50 lines of chat. However, in my channel, I always get 50 lines of chat. It's done every 10 minutes. So you can go ahead and click save there. And now every 10 minutes, it will start running this in the chat. But actually, just to make it even quicker, I'll just go ahead and do 1 minute, right? Okay, so it looks like 5 minutes is our minimum and 1 line of chat. So 1 line of chat will do it. There you go. And now we can actually run that command, right? So if we do !specs, right? Nope, !specs, look at that. It returns. Nick specs can be found here. Awesome. What about !social reminder? Now, we can run that. What about a non-moderator? If you're not a moderator, they can't run that command, and Moobot will automatically run that command every 5 minutes in your chat now. Even when you're not around, by the way. People will sometimes hang around and chat after my live stream's over. Like, my reminders will keep happening because Moobot's just constantly working over and over and over again. So there's that. That basically is all you need to know about commands. I love commands. That's the primary reason I use Moobot. And if you want commands out of your live stream, Moobot is a great option. The only problem is 10 commands isn't a lot. My chat has currently, I think, 25 commands in it, so that's not really a lot. 10, that is, for a channel that really has a lot of things going on in it and has a lot of questions coming up, such as mine does. So, nevertheless, there's that, though, and you can unlock more commands by clicking the unlock button right there, something we've already done. We've already spent 300 of our points. Nevertheless, we also have regulars. These are people who aren't added into our bot system. They are above the bot, but they're not moderators, right? So that means they don't like get hit with spam stuff, but they also don't have the power to ban people and kick people and time people out and things like that, like moderators. It's awesome, right? It's perfect. So, for example, the Purple Crow is a moderator in my chat. She's awesome. I want her to be a regular on this channel. So we can go ahead and click add. Boom. There we go. She is now added as a regular on the channel, meaning she can come to this channel and spam it up and it'll be perfectly fine. So there's that. Now let's go ahead and look at editors. What editors are people who can come in and edit what you've done here. You do not want to give this to people who you don't trust, right? You want to make sure you have the utmost trust with somebody before you do this, because they could literally make your bot curse at your viewers if they wanted to, right? So what you want to do here is go in here and do Patrick Fassler, for example, for me, right? I trust Patrick. He's my best friend, business partner. I mean, like, he handles half of my revenue, technically, that I make. He handles it. So that means I trust this guy, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add him as a editor on my channel. Meaning, if I need him to come in here and change a command or change something, he can. Moderators can change commands. That's all they can change. And to change a command, they have to type it down here. For example, if we want to change the !specs command, we can do so by doing !specs, and Nick's specs can now be found on his Twitter. It's not true, but there you go, right? That now changes the specs command. Any moderator can change a command. That is all moderators can do in regards to Moobot. Someone like Patrick, who I just added as an editor, can come in here and change spam filters. They can change all of that. They can even buy more points for you. Something you don't want anyone to be able to do, so you just allow people you really trust in as editors. As far as features go, this goes into more in-depth stuff. For example, you can have follower notifications, where every time someone follows, right, you can have them basically say in the chat, hey, this person followed. However, I don't want to do that. One, because it does require points, right? So, and it's a monthly subscription-based thing. And two, it's kind of pointless. People don't like to be called out when they follow. I will have a follower alert up in the corner, like right up there, but that's all I'll have. You don't need to call people out in chat. Make it subtle, because people don't like to be dealerted when they follow. Song request, this is something you can do. Song requests basically mean people can do !song request in your chat and do a link. I would recommend not doing that, because it means they can play stuff that's not necessarily a good thing in your chat. Detect new chatters, this will welcome anybody who's new into a chat. Again, something that's personal preference. I personally don't do it because I welcome people like, hey guys, hey, welcome to the stream, for example. But like, if you want to do that, you can. So there you go. Detect new chatters, custom username in chat. This is what I'm going to be doing very, very soon on my channel, which is having a custom username for the bot, which is Moobot, right? Moobot will work under the Nick bot, which is what this bot we're working on right now is actually. And basically, for a monthly subscription of like 25 bucks, you can get a bot that is named whatever you want it. In my case, it'll be the Nick bot, because my channel is Nick's Games. For you, it might be, you know, I don't know, the Pat bot for Patrick, or the Patrick bot, or Patrick bot, or something like that, if Patrick ever wanted to get a customly branded bot. So that's how you can do that. 24/7 live stream hosting. Basically, this will automatically host someone on your channel. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Hosting someone after your broadcast is good. As far as like 24/7 rotating hosting, that's up to you. Subscriber notifications. This is something I would turn on if you are partnered on Twitch. As you can see, this channel is not. But if you're partnered on Twitch, you can automatically notify subscribers in the chat. I want to do that. Join priority. That is going to be viewed to the top, for example. Occasionally, Moobot will leave your chat, right? He will, but he won't be able to join it back because there's a queue, and he has to make it through that queue before he can join back. This has never affected me, but it can, and sometimes if it does affect you, you can come in here and get the join priority. Twitch streaming widget, I honestly don't know what that is. It's going to run commercials and change the stream title and stuff like that from the dashboard on Twitch automatically. You can add polls. This is really cool. Polls are really simple to do. I don't use these polls. I use straw polls, but that's the way you can do polls. Raffles. This is what I really wanted to talk about here. Raffles are basically like giveaways, right? And Moobot can run giveaways for you. So if we turn raffles on, it adds a new module down here. We can then open a raffle, and then anyone who types !raffle in the chat will be entered into the raffle. As you can see, I just entered myself into the raffle. Kind of a little weird, isn't it? Also, it immediately ran our reminder command, social reminder right there, as soon as someone typed. Nevertheless, now that that's open, we can go ahead and draw, and it chose me, because look at that. I was the only one in the raffle. It's kind of a problem. Nevertheless, there's that. That's what I like about Moobot as far as raffles go. It's really good. I've hosted tons and tons of like giveaways and stuff with that. Automatic Twitch commercials. If you're a partner, you can automatically run commercials. Stream commands. That means like !game, !title, !commercial. All of that can be ran by moderators. Something I should probably turn on in my own chat. Fun chat commands. That's like roulette, 8-ball, stuff like that. Games that people can play in chat. And shout out chat commands. That's shout out a Twitch streamer easily with ! shout out command. So, for example, if we were to turn that on, we can now come out and do ! shout out Nick's Games. And it should, boom, there you go. Follow Nick's Games over at twitch.tv/Nick's Games. There you go. Which follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Nick's Games. So that is what that does. That's pretty cool. It allows for easy shout outs and raids and things like that. We've also got right down here, dashboard follower notifications. If you turn that on, you'll be notified on this dashboard when people follow, and subscriber notifications, same thing. So there you guys have it. That is pretty much everything you need to know about Moobot. There's also some MISC stuff and stuff like that. You don't need any of that stuff. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, post them in the comment section down below. I or somebody who set up Moobot correctly and knows how to do it will answer the questions for you. And I hope that helped you. That's a 17-minute video going through Moobot in freaking depth. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Nick's Games. Give the video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. I've got awesome videos about Twitch and all of that stuff coming up very, very soon. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm Nick's Games, and I'm out, guys. Peace. And there's some videos you guys might want to go check out down that way. We've got City Skylines. It's an awesome, brand spanking new Let's Play on starting. You guys seem to really enjoy it, so go check it out. It's a City Skylines Let's Play. It's an awesome game. You won't regret checking it out. And down the other way, we've got Nick's Craft, which is an awesome Minecraft Let's Play series where we play Minecraft 1.8 vanilla, have some fun, and do some stuff. It's a great time. And we're building a sky mansion, so it's a pretty big build there. So go check that out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Nick's Games, and I'm out, guys. Peace.